Good morning. I'm enjoying a nice hot cup of alternative coffee drink. Hi, I'm Annette, and I love my morning ritual of having a nice hot cup of coffee, alternative that is. I'm a plant-based home chef and a recent graduate from the Forks Over Knives Ultimate Cooking course. And I've been a vegan for almost 10 years. And in today's video, I've invited a guest over who is a true coffee drinker, and we're going to taste test 3 different alternative coffee drinks. But before I introduce my guest to you, let me talk a little bit about coffee and why you may want to consider switching to an alternative drink. There was a study done in 2010 by the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition that investigated the effects of coffee on the endothelial function in the heart's arteries. And for those of you who don't know what endothelium is, that is the inner lining of our heart's arteries. It's responsible for expansion and contraction and the amount of blood that flows through our arteries. So what this study looked at was to see if blood was hampered by coffee drinking. And what they found out was that there was a 22% decrease in arterial or blood flow in the arteries after people drank coffee. And not only that, they found that the participants' blood pressure was raised at 30 and 60 minutes. So even though there have been no long-term studies done, it's reasonable to assume that daily consumption of coffee could damage the endothelial cells long-term and increase a person's risk for heart attack or stroke, especially if you already have coronary artery disease. Now, if you were like me, I loved my morning espresso, my French press, and I drank a lot of espresso. Well, according to the Harvard University, they've determined that espresso drinks raises blood cholesterol levels. But it's not that way with filtered coffee or perked coffee or even instant coffee. It's limited to espresso. So why did I choose to start drinking a coffee alternative? Well, first of all, I had coronary artery disease, and I constantly need to watch my cholesterol levels. A couple of years ago, my sons and I did an extended water fast where we ate nothing for 7 days but drank only water. We did this because we wanted to detox our body and also burn fat. And you can do your own research about the benefits of water fasting, but it's something that I'm not going to get into today. It is something that I intend to do on my own again. So for the first 4 days of that water fast, I had the most horrible, unrelenting, uncomfortable caffeine headache. And after that, I vowed to never drink coffee again. And as a result of that water fast, my blood pressure stabilized and I was able to come off of blood pressure medication. So I encourage you to do your own research and decide for yourself whether or not you should give up coffee and maybe choose one of these alternatives. So now let's get to the fun part and let me introduce my guest to you today. Let me introduce my guest. This is Aaah Green. Aaah, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, we bonded right away around a year ago, over food. We're
Exactly.
foodies, and it's like, I know a lot of virtual vegans, but to have one up close, it was really exciting to me. And then the more I got to know you, the more I realized we had interests in common. And so in the foodie realm, Annette invited me over for coffee this morning, and I am a French press drinker. Sometimes we do the drip, but it depends on how groggy we are and how much culinary effort we want to put into it. But I do like roasted dandelion root, so I'm excited about that.
Okay, that's awesome.
So, and it's not the coffee, it's not the caffeine so much. It really is just something warm that,
Right.
it
Warm
just
in the
feels
morning.
good.
Well, the first time I met you, I was immediately drawn to you, and I just wanted to let you know that. It was like I told our mutual friend that introduced us. I said, her and I, we connected. And so it's. I'm so glad that you're here today, and this is our first drink that we're going to be testing. It's called Dandy Blend, and like you said, it is made from the dandelion root. But we'll go ahead and pour us each a cup of coffee, and we're going to taste it before we put anything else into it. We're going to taste it black. Roasted barley, extracts of roasted barley, rye, chicory root, dandelion root, and sugar beet. So this is our first coffee alternative drink, and I'm going to drink it black right now. Oh, cheers! Ding! Virtual ding. And I made it strong, like an espresso.
Okay.
Espresso. So what do you think?
I think it's very dandelion forward. It's not like straight dandelion tea. I would have liked to have tasted a bit more chicory in it. I do enjoy, more bitter flavors, so I don't find it offensive, but for me to drink this at home at this strength, as is, I would put milk or sweetener in it.
Okay, speaking of that, let's put some soy, I'm going to put some soy milk in it, and I have some coffee syrup there that is salted caramel, which is my favorite, so I'm going to put some of that in it. And, when I was tasting it, before I added anything, it strongly reminds me of coffee. It has a strong coffee-like taste, so to me, if somebody handed this to me and said, here's some coffee, I wouldn't have known any different. So I'm going to add my
Oh, wow, that's good.
salted caramel
Oh, wow.
and some soy milk to it.
That syrup makes it.
Very good. It's like going to a local coffee shop and getting a latte in a way.
Mm-hmm. And you could take a frother on the oat milk and froth that up. And I don't have milk in mine at all. It's just the sweetener.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't put milk in mine at all. And it's just delicious. It's delicious.
Awesome. So that's our first cup, our Dandy Blend.
Oh, that's good.
Our second coffee alternative drink that we're going to do today is Roma. And the ingredients in Roma is roasted barley, roasted malt barley, roasted chicory, and roasted rye. And we're going to taste it without anything added to it at first and talk about it. And then we're going to add whatever we want to it after that. Okay, so here we are. Cheers again. This is more bitter.
This is more like coffee to me. This
Okay,
tastes a lot
yeah.
more like coffee to me.
Yes.
And I love it.
Yes.
And I love it. And it reminds me of, it's a little bit stronger than a European version of that postum. Is what we used to drink over in Scotland.
In Scotland, okay.
Postum. Tastes like this. It was heavy on the, not heavy, but it was a really nice blend of the barley and the chicory.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really good.
So I'm going to add some soy milk and my syrup to it.
Oh, that's good.
This
That's
is
so comforting.
Mm-hmm. It is. This, to me, I like this better than the dandelion.
I do too. I definitely do too.
With the mixed this way. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is number one on the leaderboard so far.
I would have to agree with that. And our third drink today that we're going to be taste testing is called Peru. And this is the one that I usually buy and drink on a regular basis myself. It has got barley, malted barley, and chicory rye in it. So we're going to go ahead and drink it without
It'd be pretty
anything.
good. It's a tough act to follow.
I know. The aroma was good. Now on to Peru. I would say it's an in between the dandelion, the dandy blend, and the roma.
The Roma, the second one was a bit, it was a bit more chocolatey. This is almost a lighter blend,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't find it bitter at all. I can see why you drink it regularly though.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wouldn't, whereas the other one that was chocolatey, it felt like chocolate cake or chocolate bread, or
Uh-huh.
I just wanted some sweet with it. And so it's sort of like a little bit of that syrup, just a touch, took it up to the next notch. This I don't even want to add the sugar to. I normally don't sweeten my coffee.
Okay, I do. This is what I enjoy every morning. Mm-hmm. To me, this is comfort.
It is. It makes me want to go out to bed. I am going to try it though, because it gives me all that comfort of being like, okay, the hot beverage in the hand is welcoming, and let's wake up and not just drink whatever's at the end of my arm.
Right. So, out of the three, which do you think? I think you're going strong for number two, the aroma.
I really kind of am. There might be times when I would like the Peru. I do like the dandelion as well, but smaller doses.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like every day I can see why you drink this.
Okay.
The aroma is very, very comforting, and I like that richness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm liking the fact that I can drink it at night while we're binging on
Exactly.
Netflix.
Exactly. When it doesn't have any caffeine. None of these drinks have any caffeine in them, so it won't affect your sleep at all.
It'd be hard to pick one or two. I think that the Peru is a good everyday one. Also, Peru would be good iced, whereas I don't know how the Roma, the heavier, maltier, chicory-er one, I don't know how that would be iced.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Peru would probably be a good iced coffee.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
I like it.
I wanted to mention that you can buy these blends of coffee alternative drinks at health food stores. Some grocery stores carry them, but they're all available on Amazon as well. And we're just going to sit here now and enjoy our coffee. I hope you've enjoyed our coffee alternative taste testing today. And I wanted to thank my guest, Aaah, for coming here and sharing her thoughts on these drinks. I hope you will share your thoughts below, because I love to hear your comments. Also, if you have any ideas for upcoming videos, please let me know and post them below. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful in any way, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me. This is Annette signing off for now, and remember to invest in your health by eating whole, unprocessed foods.